Today is the day of my bridal hair and makeup trial. I'm about to head out, but I thought I would show you the skincare that I'm gonna do beforehand. The makeup artist said I can come with a light layer of product on my face, so I thought I would do what I'm planning on doing the morning of my wedding, which would first be a little spritz of this. I'm feeling very excited. I'm actually doing 2 trials just because I feel so picky about makeup, and I've just gotten it done a handful of times where I did not feel like myself and I just like didn't feel good in it. And obviously on my wedding day, I want to feel beautiful and like myself. So I wanted to do 2 trials, which is maybe a little bit overkill, but this trial is still a few months out, and then I'll do a trial like a few weeks before the wedding. I already know I'm gonna be gua shine with everything I have in me on the morning of my wedding. Last product I'm gonna use is the Rhode Glazing Milk, just a little bit of that. The only flop about today is that I literally have no plans other than to sit on my computer and do work all day after this trial. So I feel like if you're ever gonna book a bridal trial, try to match it up with a date night or like an event, because I'm just gonna be sitting at home all day in my hair and makeup. I made a Pinterest board of makeup inspo. So this is kind of what I'm going for. It's kind of more like a soft bridal look. I don't want like a full glam because that just doesn't feel like me. My favorite makeup that I've ever had done on myself was this. This look was so pretty. Obviously not the hair for bridal, but I loved how glowy this was. I feel like I still looked like myself. Maybe that's a little too pinky. And I'm also gonna show her this one, which is a little more bronzy. But those are 2 times I've gotten my makeup done and I felt so confident, so beautiful. So that's obviously the goal with this. I just think we need to bridal-ify it a little bit. I really like this eye look. I think that is so pretty. It's not too crazy. Here's the before. Let's go get my bridal makeup done. Okay, I just finished my bridal trial. I am honestly so happy with how this looks. We did a very rosy pinky eye, a very pink blush. She was like, "Do you like blush?" I said, "Cake it on, please." I love the lip combo she used on me. I'm literally gonna go to the store later and buy it because it was 2 different lip liners and I love the way it looks. It's like a brownie nude, your lip but better kind of color. I think the only thing, and I told her this too, that I want to change is that I usually don't fill in like the front of my eyebrows, so I think the darkness of them is kind of throwing me off. So maybe just the tail and kind of leave it more feathery. And then for the hair, I don't even think you can see it that well, but we have these 2 strands in the front. Still decided on if I want these out or if I want it tucked back. But the hair is curled and then the back is like a nice little cross. I'm gonna let this makeup sit for a little bit. I still wanna give it some time to decide how I feel, but I'm gonna go home, surprise Micah. I'm excited to see his reaction, see what he thinks. And then I'm obviously gonna 1, try on my wedding dress, and 2, try on my other bridal dresses just to see the full look. I am having way too much fun playing a little bit of dress up in some of the bridal dresses that I have. I just FaceTimed my sister. My mom was with her, so that was nice. It was like a double whammy, asking for their thoughts and opinions. They both love the makeup, as I thought they would, but I honestly wanted their opinions on what I should do with my hair because I loved the little tendrils, but something about it, I don't know what it is, I'm just like questioning. And even my sister was like, I feel like you're gonna look back at that one day and be like, ooh, why did I do that? Also think about how it looks from the side. If it's just like a little curly piece, maybe try pinning it back and go for more of like a clean look. So I just did that myself. I don't know how good it looks, but something like this might be more my vibe. I don't know though. I still have plenty of time to let it sit and think about it, but I do want to try on a veil and see how it looks with this. I have this 2-tiered shorter veil. This is from Cal Lily. I'll link them down below because they have such amazing veils at a very fair price, which if you've never shopped for a veil before, kind of insane how expensive this fabric is, but they have made it their mission to make veils more affordable for brides. So anyway, that's where this one is from. It's a 2-tier, as I said. What that looks like. How does that look? I definitely like the half up, half down in terms of the veil having somewhere to lay. And then if I take those little front pieces out, and then this is what it looks like with the little front pieces out. I definitely like it. I just don't know, do I love it? Well, while we're here, I might as well show you the other veil that I have from Kalili. This one is a moment. I think they call this cathedral length, where it is extremely long and it has a bit of a train at the end. It also has some really nice white floral detail. Initially, this was actually gonna be my wedding day veil, and then I ended up changing my mind, but this is truly so stunning and gorgeous. I wish you could see how long this is. It literally trails behind and it's just so pretty. Very exciting. Now I just need an excuse to wear this dress because hello, I've been saving this. This was like one of the first bridal dresses that I bought when I like initially got engaged, and I still haven't worn it. Little purse. This might be the most exciting unboxing I will ever do on this channel. Our wedding bands finally came in the mail. Mike and I already opened it, but obviously I'm gonna do a little unboxing with you guys. I wanted to say a big thank you to Brilliant Earth for sponsoring this video. I think it was about 2 months ago, Mike and I went to the Brilliant Earth showroom in Beverly Hills when we were in California. It was such a beautiful store and the experience was absolutely amazing. I've been dying to share with you guys those clips because I tried on so many different rings, so many different styles. They just have truly so many options to choose from, which is great because obviously your wedding band is a very personal and special thing. So it was really fun to share that experience with Micah. He got to try on a bunch of different men's wedding bands. Honestly, I think lighter because even though like, yes, bling is so fabulous, I don't want to take away, like I'd rather this stand out more than kind of it be even, if that makes sense. Like I love that, but...
And collectively we're all like, that's cool.
Thank you. So, shall we get to the big reveal of which wedding bands we chose? I'll show you mine first. This is crazy to me. Like this is my wedding band that I'm gonna wear for the rest of my life. Okay, no tears. Here is the band that I chose. This is the Sienna 3/4 coverage band. It has 5/8 carat total weight in 14 karat yellow gold. I cannot express how excited I am that this is my wedding ring. One, it looks absolutely stunning and perfect with my engagement ring. The quality is absolutely stunning, which is why I love Brilliant Earth. And we also got our wedding date engraved on the inside of both of the bands, which is obviously very special to us. You could also do a little phrase. Now onto the one that he chose. Ta-da! This is the beveled edge matte band in 14 karat yellow gold. If you're in the market for your wedding band, I would definitely check out Brilliant Earth, or if you're still looking for your dream engagement ring. I need to put this in my wedding box, like bring to the wedding, obviously. It's very important. And I'm gonna act like every other week I'm not putting the band on and being like, ah. So pretty. Another very special unboxing. I think these are gonna end up being my wedding day shoes. I still need to unbox them, but I thought it'd be fun to do that together. So these are from Dolce Vita. I had a feeling that I would end up finding my wedding shoe from them just because they have such a great variety of sizes and styles. And I wasn't really concerned about getting like an insane name brand shoe. I just wanted to be comfortable and cute. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh. If you remember my last wedding diaries video, I showed another potential contender from Dolce Vita as well for my wedding day shoe. It was like a nice pointy toe with lace, but the only thing that I don't think would work out about it is that it's kind of like a pointy heel, and I am getting married outdoors. So one of the criteria for me for my wedding day heel has to be like a thick platform because I don't want to sink into the grass, obviously. These are the Tisha True White Satin heel. These are so precious. They kind of remind me of like ballet slippers or like a point shoe almost. They're not too tall, not that I'm really concerned about height. Future husband is indeed 6'4". Thank you, Jesus, for that. I just feel like these will be really comfortable. So let's try that on. What do we think? Right off the bat, they are extremely comfortable. I can, drop it low. I think these are gonna be a success. I just need to try it on with my dress, but I feel like my dress will cover it pretty much anyway, but these are so cute. Well, there's that. pretty sure this is my wedding shoe reveal. Very exciting. I will say, I don't know if it necessarily like matches the vibe of my dress, but I don't know if it needs to. I just want to be comfortable because I am a brat when my feet hurt. I don't want any of that energy, thus I will be going for comfort, but these are so gorgeous, so cute. This was my initial wedding shoe option, but I just don't think these will work with the outdoor setting, so we'll just find another event to wear them for. I just finished all of our wedding invitations. That is so crazy. Now I just need to send it out, but I thought I would do a little invitation tour for you guys just because I love how these turned out and I feel like it kind of encapsulates the vibe that I want our wedding to have. And I'm just really happy with how it turned out because it is truly so cute. First of all, don't you worry. These are fake invites, the ones that I've been showing on here and on my other socials, obviously, because I would not purposely dox myself. These are dummy invites that Minted sent me. So these are not real addresses and the dates are not on here, but I still wanted to be able to give you guys a full tour. Let me first rip off this face mask that I was doing. I was trying to cultivate a little vibe while I stuffed the invitations because that took me like an hour and a half. This is what the front of the envelope looks like, and then this is what the back of the envelope looks like. This is just a stick-on wax seal. I didn't end up putting them on all of the invites, but it's a really cute touch. And voila, I got these little, I don't even know what you would call these. These are called vellum wraps. I could be pronouncing that wrong, but it's not 100% necessary. I just think it makes it look really pretty, and I got one that has like a floral design. Sometimes people will put like a belly band around it, or they'll seal it like that, which I think is also really cute. Anyway, so then when you open it, you have the invite, which I'm so happy with how this turned out. I wanted something very simple that still kind of had a nod to the theme of our wedding, which is outdoors. And then this is just the RSVP card. And then with just our closest people, we're gonna be hosting a welcome party, which I'm really excited about. We're not doing a rehearsal dinner, but kind of, because the welcome dinner is basically the rehearsal dinner. We're just not doing it on the night that we're actually rehearsing because there wasn't a date to do the walkthrough of the ceremony close to the wedding date. So it just kind of would have been too early. So anyway, the night before we're doing a welcome party. So some of the invites will have this, just our closest friends and family. But I love the way this turned out. It's a little martini cutout, which I just thought was so cute. It kind of has more of like a fun vibe to it. And I just think it is absolutely adorable. And it kind of is a nice juxtaposition from like the elegance of, you know, the wedding invite itself. So that is our wedding invites. I'm so excited to send these out. I definitely need to do that at some point this weekend. It was so crazy sitting here assembling all of these invitations because I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm here in my little bridal set and I'm just like, how is this real? Our invitations are officially sent. Hallelujah. One sec. And that means I can cross it off the list. Right there, we can officially cross that off. That feels so freaking good. And that's one more thing that is done on my wedding checklist. I will say, I'm feeling quite surprised and very happy because the invites to specifically people that also live on Oahu, because one of my friends texted me that she got it, anyway, arrived so fast. And so they started arriving to people yesterday, and literally last night we got a few RSVPs, which is very nice because I've just heard that getting people to RSVP like early / on time can be kind of a lot to like wrangle. So as of right now, we have 10 people attending our wedding. Wait, that means I can also cross off this build wedding website because that is also done. I haven't looked at this list in a while because I can also check off buy wedding shoes. Okay, and that's it. But we have been making some very good progress, so happy about that. I will say this third bedroom has quickly turned into a catch-all of just all things wedding. We've got some of the tablescape things. I got these really cute glass lamps for the sweetheart table. Initially, I thought about doing it for all the tables, but it was just gonna be too expensive. So that'll be on our sweetheart table. And then right here, I actually have more of them on the way because I ordered maybe like 25 more, but we're gonna do parasols because it is an outdoor wedding. And so I wanna have the option. Also, these would look super cute in photos, and I feel like it could be fun to even like pose with the parasols, maybe for some of the like bridal party pictures. We can't have real candles at our venue, which is unfortunate, but I found these really pretty tea lights and these really pretty mini little candle holders in green and clear to kind of add to the tablescapes. So that's in here. I do think I'm gonna have to order quite a bit more because I just wanted to order a few, see how it looked. Got some bridal looks sitting over here, so sneak peek. And here's some custom merch for the batch. Stay tuned, it's super cute. And then in here, this is just some of the custom element stuff that we have going on so far. I'm waiting for a ton of stuff that I ordered off of Etsy, which let me just say, I am probably Etsy's biggest customer right now because I just cannot be stopped. There's so many good wedding things on Etsy and I've just been literally having a field day with that. And then our cute little keepsake box, which the Petite Keep very kindly sent, but I think we're gonna use this on the welcome table and have like a card box in here. I did already order my garter. That is so crazy. I wanted this to be my little something blue. Just a moment here, I'm gonna hop on my first meeting with our florist, which I am very much so looking forward to. Obviously, florals are a huge part of any wedding, and I've been having a lot of fun getting together inspo and creating a vision for what I want the florals to look like. So I'm excited to chat with her, get some more ideas, kind of discuss certain things I might want to do because things are very quickly adding up, which duh, but it's starting to get to a point where I feel like I'm so jaded to the wedding industry prices that I'm like, oh sure, what's another few $100 to do this, but obviously everything adds up, and especially for something like florals, like I want it to be beautiful and stunning, but it also feels literally illegal to spend as much as we're spending on florals right now. So there were like certain things she was saying we also could do, and I'm trying to figure out if that's things we want to do because it would just mean more money spent. And with florals, the thing is you're not going to take it home, it's going to die. Maybe we should put that money towards like something else. But basically she was saying it's also an option since we're getting, like our reception is under a tent. She was saying it's also possible for the poles of the tent to like dress it up with greenery and then have a floral arrangement kind of dangling from the ceiling. And I've seen pictures of it. It looks absolutely insane, but it would also be like probably like $2,000 or $3,000 more. So we're definitely getting into the nitty gritty here. There's a few vendors that I just booked that I'm very excited about. One is a dessert cart, which will be really fun. And then I'm also looking into doing something that's kind of like interactive for the guests. Anyway, lots of exciting things. I feel like it's getting to the point where all the big things are pretty much booked and it's all the small details, but I feel like the small details really make it personal. And I'm honestly having the most fun with that because obviously I want this wedding to feel very us. And I feel like when you start off, you're kind of just looking at it as like the big picture and everything feels kind of cookie cutter in terms of like, this is the way things are, you can do it like this. And then I feel like once you kind of have the big things decided, you can really customize it and make it very personal. So I'm honestly having fun. My friend was texting me the other day. She was like, hey, been meaning to ask you, how's wedding planning going? I literally told her, I am genuinely treating this like a school project that I am trying to get an A+ on. And that mindset's kind of working.